Heyo everybody, Haku here. Still not feeling totally well, but feeling much better. So, yeah, either way, we're here today. Let's talk about Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou, Chapter 57. So, I'm going to try to stay mostly positive with this, because there are things, it's kind of hit and miss for me right now, the past few chapters, a little bit hit and miss. There are things I really like the milking, best fetish, of course, and the new characters. I always love getting new actual characters. It makes me a little bit salty that we didn't get names and sort of more official character stuff for the Bloodsucker trio, but whatever, that salt can be put off to the side for later, because I'm just happy we have these 5 new Minotaur characters that are given actual names and presented as actual new characters. So yeah, there's that. That's all positive. And of course, Okiyato's artwork is awesome as always. It's just the negatives are that I think maybe the fan service might be going a little bit too far, and that makes it a little less enjoyable. But either way, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. So this chapter is basically a normal day for Kurus on the farm. He barely sleeps. I mean, we saw him, he was still up at 11 p.m. despite him waking up at like 4 a.m. I think, at the beginning of the chapter. So that means this dude barely sleeps. I mean, I of course myself have trouble with sleeping, but damn. So he does the dishes, cooking, and laundry. That's his real job, pretty much, especially the cooking part of that. But in addition to that, he also has to milk all the Minotaur girls, and we didn't see him with any of the Panfons or the Satyresses, but possibly them as well, for all we know. I mean, we know that they do produce milk, it would seem, some of them at least. But either way, so we have these. It was mainly, other than that, that was kind of the overview of the chapter. But throughout it, we got introduced to the 5 cow characters, the 5 Minotaurs. I keep calling them cows. But the 5 cows that Okiyato drew a long time ago, it seems. It feels like it was a long time ago when he first drew them, at least a year ago. But either way, so the first one we get to meet is Miru, or the Mia cow. So she is ditzy, but sort of like an older sister, like leader of the farm. She is the she's just the communal big sister, essentially. Then we have Chizu, which is the Saria cow. She's very straightforward, and I actually thought Chizu was really funny. She's very straightforward, and even about the lewdness. Then best girl, Kara, Muscle Cow. So Muscle Cow has been one that I have mentioned for like a long time now, especially when Okiyato was drawing all of them just as random drawings on Twitter and Pixiv and whatnot. I was like, oh my gosh, why is he drawing all the rest of them? Draw more Muscle Cow. Muscle Cow is the best. So we have Kara, who is Muscle Cow. She's the second strongest behind Cathal. She is also the best girl. But Kurus brings up that I think she's supposed to be like the descendant of a warlike Minotaur clan, and that's why she's so strong. It might also be why she has dark skin as compared to the others. But then again, Cathal has kind of darkish skin, doesn't she? And we saw a couple other that were darkish skinned, so maybe that's the difference. Maybe like the darkish skin is like from that warlike Minotaur race, and maybe they have some of that bloodline, and that's why they have darker skin. But either way, her personality is that she doesn't talk, so a lot of people think of her as scary because she's big and strong. But she's actually the most sensitive and delicate, and that's, man, I love Kara. Kara's a great new character. Maybe new best girl. Then we have Lute, or Ruto. I also saw it translated as somewhere else, but I'm going to go with the Lute translation. So Lute, who is Shy Cow, she's really anxious and timid. Pretty much just Shy Cow is the entirety of her character. Shy Cow with giant boobs. Then we have Cream, who is the Poppy Cow. She's the shortest Minotaur. She's a bossy tsundere, and she gets massages from Kurus to try to grow her boobs. So there is that. Then some things throughout this that were funny as well. There was poor embarrassed Cathal during this because she got caught, and now everybody else is having this done too. And the break time scene was cute too, with the Panfons playing with the sheep and the Satyresses because they're like goats climbing up on high stuff. I thought that was all really cute. then getting away from the farm stuff, we actually get to see Rhaenyra pissed off, which I thought was super funny because we got our answer to what's been going on through Rhaenyra being like, no one has come home in days. So we just have that image, that thought put in our heads of Rhaenyra's just been sitting around for days waiting for them to get home and nobody has come home. So it was funny, but she decides that she'll just go ahead and work for the president to pay off the debt for Kudus so that he doesn't have to stay at the farm. Again, the president's kind of being scummy, and all of this was his fault to begin with, so I don't see why he should not give the free complimentary services to them, why there should be a debt to begin with. But either way, whatever. This all just kind of seems like his fault to me to begin with. But then Kudus has a milk bath with Miru, and yeah, it's just a cute scene where she asks him to stay there. Gets me thinking, what is the farm gonna do once he's gone, since he's kind of an integral part of everything right now, especially cooking for everyone. The satyresses come in and say, okay, time to fuck. And satyresses, I'm pretty sure it's in their species description, they're supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be lewd like that. But it gets me thinking that, I don't know, not that I hope it doesn't, I mean, yes, I hope it doesn't happen, because this isn't a hentai manga. It's like I don't want it to happen, but it feels weird saying that. I don't know. It just feels like things have gotten really, really weird lately, where, look, I love milking, I love these new characters, I love Okiato's art, but the fan service means a lot less when the character actually gets to be in on it, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with all these ecchi series out there and fan service in general. A character might see a glimpse of some upskirt or something, or like walk in on somebody in the bath or something, but the character never really gets that. So it's always like, it makes you sort of feel sympathy for the character or cheer him on, like, you go, be strong, character. But when he actually is just massaging a farm full of cowgirls' boobs, it's like, it's hard to empathize with him or want him to succeed. It just is what it is. It takes the weight off of it. So I think we might have so much fan service to the point where the fan service doesn't even affect us anymore. It's just too much fan service. But yeah, I guess that's my big complaint with this. That, and it just felt like there wasn't much comedy. There was some funny stuff though, like Rhaenyra, and I thought Chizu was really funny too. But it didn't seem like there was much comedy. There wasn't much storytelling at all. It was just fan service. So I don't know. And if there's going to be a sexual satirist angle next chapter, then it's kind of more fan service. And we haven't really met any of the satyresses or panfons, I guess. We should have some of those become actual characters. I know they haven't really been focused on, or they're kind of just a crowd of similar looking characters. There haven't been any real standout ones in the art. But I'd like a few characters that are panfons or satyresses even. That'd be nice. At least one or two maybe of each. Even though we already have Marino, so maybe panfon isn't totally necessary. But yeah, I just like more characters. It's like what I said back when we had the chapters with the company and all that, when we saw this lewd stuff happening to these background characters. To me it means nothing because, I mean, obviously they're just a drawing on a page, but the characters haven't been developed. We don't know anything about them. There's no personality there. So none of the fan service with them means anything because there's no character behind them. So yeah, I guess that's what I don't know what Okiato's doing right now. I trust him because I'm a huge fan of Monmusu, but the past few chapters have just not been doing it for me. And it's strange to say because it's all stuff that I do enjoy, but it's maybe so much of it that it feels like it's too much. It feels like it doesn't mean much since there's no story that's actually attached to it. But at least we had characters attached to it this time. We got 5 new named characters, so that's something. Either way, I'd give it 6 out of 10, just for the good things we did have, for the great, great art quality. So, yeah, 6 out of 10. I enjoyed it, at the very least, even if I do have some qualms about it. So, that's it. Thank you once again for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's or not this week's, well, the latest chapter. Who knows when the next one will be. Subscribe for more Monmusu, both anime and manga, because if the anime gets another season, I'll totally do videos on it and stuff, or if there are more OVAs and stuff. So hopefully that'll come. It probably won't be coming anytime soon, but maybe give it a good few seasons, maybe a year or two, we might be able to see a season 2, because the popularity is there. It's just that the frequency with which new content is pumped out manga-wise hasn't been very fast over the past year, and I think that sort of affects how quickly a anime could be made because of the lack of content. But yeah, either way, follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or talk to you there. If you want to link to our Discord server to talk with me or more of us there about this, then yeah, just ask and I'll give you a link to the Discord server. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.